What are one of the things that survivors of narcissistic abuse are struggling with in the aftermath of their relationship? They are flashbacks, because survivors of narcissistic abuse most likely suffer from CPTSD. What does a flashback feel like? In order to know the difference of a panic attack, anxiety attack, what does a flashback actually feel like? I think there's a good way to visualize it, actually. There are two different kinds of flashbacks, yeah? There is a visual flashback where you actually feel as if you are in the same room again, in the same situation. You can literally see things happening in front of you. And there are emotional flashbacks, which are merely felt. Over time, I noticed how my visual flashbacks in the aftermath of narcissistic abuse and during the healing journey turned into more emotional flashbacks. So that way I also realized that I was on a healing path. The way I describe the experience of a flashback is, imagine you're standing in the ocean, very close to the shore. However, the water is up till here, to your chest. And suddenly you hear something approaching, because I always felt a flashback approaching or creeping up on me. And then you look behind you and you see this huge wave behind you. And what do when you see a huge wave? You're close to the shore. You start to run, but the water's up till here. So you try your best to run, but it's so heavy and so difficult to get to that shore into safety. So you realize at some point you have to give up. You have to surrender. You have to surrender to that wave. And then it just washes over you. That is the flashback at full swing. And it pulls you underwater. It's hard to breathe. You have to keep your breath. Yeah, you have to stop breathing and you have to just get through it. Just get through it. And then the wave subsides. The water becomes calm again. You come to the surface. And then you slowly walk to the shore. That's what a flashback feels like.